All right, welcome. Today we're going to be going through the 2019 AdMath past paper. And again, this paper, you have 2 hours and 40 minutes. And you do everything from section 1 to section 3. And then you choose one question from section 4. So for section 4, you can either do the statistics question, which I would highly recommend, or you can do the kinematics question, which is easier. I recommend statistics because that is the best topic in mathematics. That's just my opinion, but let's continue. So this is a list of the formulae that you should know. How to find any term of an arithmetic sequence or series, finding the sum of an arithmetic series, finding any term of a geometric series, sum of n terms of a geometric progression, sum to infinity, equations of a circle. Then when you put it in standard form, then you have the unit vector, how to find the cosine of an angle is a dot product over their norms, how to find the magnitude of a vector, some compound angle formulae, you have sine A plus B, cos A plus B, tan A plus B, how to differentiate functions, differentiate sine and cos, statistics, bar x means to find the mean or the average, which is the sum of f of x over the sum of f, finding standard deviation, which is given right here, probability, and then kinematics, motion in a straight line, give you the formula to finding velocity and distance. Nice and easy. Okay, let's go now. Now this question says the function f is such that f of x is 2x cubed plus 7x squared plus 3x. Determine all the linear factors of f of x. So to determine all the linear factors of f of x, first and foremost, we can factorize it. Right? First thing you can notice is that if you factorize f of x right here, you would notice that you can factor out a x. And if you factor out a x, you're left back with 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. That's what you're left back with if you factor out x. Cool? So this is what we have now, 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Now this you can factorize further. We can factorize that further and write this as x times. Now, to factorize this quadratic, we know we're going to get two linear factors. All right, so it's going to be 2x and x. And then we're going to ask ourselves, signs are the same, both of them positive. So now a plus goes here and a plus goes here. All right, so now this is going to have the 3. This is going to have the 1. So these are the 3 linear factors. It says determine all linear factors of f of x. These are it. So you can go further to tell them that you can just conclude all linear factors are, and just list them out. All the linear factors are x minus 0. That's one linear factor. Another linear factor is x minus 0. Then you have another linear factor is 2x plus 1. And another linear factor is x plus 3. All right, so those are the 3 linear factors. Nice and easy. You don't need to do nothing special for that question. Part B. Part B says, hence, compute the roots of f of x. To find the roots, we set f of x equal to 0. Roots occur, so we can write that. Roots occur when f of x is equal to 0. That's when roots occur. So that implies that we're going to be solving x times 2x plus 1 times x plus 3. And we're going to solving this equation equal to 0. Solving it equal to 0, we're going to get x equals 0. Solving 2x plus 1 equals 0, we're going to get x equal to negative a half, or we're going to be getting x equal negative 3. So those are the roots. Nice and easy. That's the answer. Soft. X equals 0, x equal negative half, x equal negative 3. Nice. Now, this is now a functions question. It says two functions are such that g of x is x squared minus x and h of x is 2x minus 3. And it goes further to says determine gh of x. So to determine gh of x, you're gonna put h of x into g. So put h of x into g. So h of x is 2x minus 3. So they really want g of 2x minus 3 because this is h of x. So we want g of 2x minus 3. That's going to be equal to 2x minus 3 all square minus 2x minus 3. All right. Now, if you want to simplify, you can. I don't see the reason to simplify it. I would just want to continue. But let's just say you're feeling nice and you want to simplify it. You can simplify it. It's going to be first term square, which is 4x squared, minus twice the product of the 2, which is minus 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3 is 12, so it becomes minus 12x, plus the second term square, which is plus 3 squared, and 3 squared is 9, minus 2x minus 3. Remember, let's put a bracket around this, all right? It's x squared minus x. So when you expand in this minus, this part becomes a plus 3. A lot of persons give away marks like that. Don't give away no marks. So when you finish it now, it's going to become 4x squared. Now minus 12x minus 2x is minus 14x. And then 9 plus 3 is indeed 12. So it's 4x squared minus 14x plus 12. That's g h of x. Nice and easy. Now part 2. Now part 2 is asking us, it says, given that hg of x is equal to 2x squared minus 2x minus 3, show that the values of x for which hg of x equals 0 can be expressed as 1 plus or minus the square root of 7 over 2. Now, it already gives you hg of x, all right? It says hg of x is 2x squared minus 2x minus 3. So what that means is to solve hg of x equal to 0, this is what we're going to do. Solving hg of x equals 0, we're solving 2x squared minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So this is what we're solving. 2x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, if this is the equation that we're solving, this is a quadratic equation that looks like it's not easily factorized. So we can just go straight away to quadratic formula. And the quadratic formula is minus b. So it's minus minus 2, which is 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared. In this case, b squared is minus 2 squared, which is 4, minus 4 times a is the coefficient of x, which is 2, times negative 3. And all of this is, of course, divided by 2 times a. 2 times a is 2 times 2, which is 4, so it's divided by 4. So this is going to be the formula to find x. So what am I saying? We're then saying that x is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of, work out what this is, 4 minus 4 times 2 times minus 3. And that is, of course, 28. So we'll get 2 plus or minus the square root of 28 over 4. Now, all you're required to do now is use some surds. We're going to use surds to simplify this now. We're going to have to use surds. So to use surds to simplify this, we can rewrite this as 2 plus or minus. Now this square root of 28 can be written as the square root of 7 times the square root of 4. That's how we can write that over 4. All right. Now, one thing we know is that when you divide, let's divide everything by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, plus or minus. Now the square root of 4 is 2, and the 2 divided by the 2 only leave us back with the square root of 7. Then in the denominator, the 4 divided by the 2 is 2. All right, and so this is how we get x. Another way to look at it is factor out 2 from the numerator and the denominator. And so this is how they get that answer. Nice and easy. Soft, way too easy. Let's continue. Now this part of the question, part C, says solve 3x log 2 plus log 8 to the x equal to 2. Now, in order to solve this question, I like to write it as one logarithm. So when they give you 3x log 2, just for now, I'm going to bring up the log. So I'm going to rewrite it as log 2 raised to the 3x times 8 to the x. So 3x log 2 plus log 8 to the x is really 2 to the 3x times 8 to the x. The log of all of this is equal to 2. All right, the log of all of this is equal to 2. That's the easiest way to solve it in my estimation. Because then I notice that if this is equal to this now, I can simplify this part right now as log of 2 to the 3x in reality and 8 to the x is the same as, this is really 2 cubed. So this is really 2 to the 3x. This is really 2 to the 3x all square. This is really 2 to the 3x all square. This is 2 to the 3x all square. Nice and easy. That's what we have. That's 2 to the 3x all square. Some people might want to just write it as 2 to the 6x then. If you want, you can now rewrite it as log of 2 to the 6x is equal to 2. All right, now you can go ahead and solve it by bringing down back the power and rewrite this now as 6x log 2. 6x log 2 is equal to 2. All right, and now you can divide both sides by 6 log 2. And so x is equal to 2 divided by 6 log 2. That's what we do to get x. So 2 divided by 6 log 2, that works out to be 2 divided by 6 log 2, I get 1.11. So that is x, 1.11. Nice. Now, if you don't believe it, check your answer. Try it in, just put it back in the original equation. 3 times 1.11 times the log of 2 plus the log of 8 raised to the 1.11. All right, you check it and I get 2. So we're right. X is 1.11. That takes care of question 1. Just tell them soft, the capital T. On to question 2. Question 2 is asking us to complete the square of the quadratic equation. So it tells us that f of x is minus 2x squared minus 7x minus 6, and put it in the form a times x plus h squared plus k. To do this, first and foremost, I want you to find what is h and k. So h is going to be equal to minus b over 2a. So h is b over 2a, so that is negative 7 over negative 2. That's how you're going to find h. And so in reality, h is negative 7 over negative 2. That's just 7 over 2. So that gives you h. Now you need to find what is k. Now k is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So k is going to be 4 times a is negative 2, times c, 4 times negative 2 times c is negative 6. So that's 4ac minus b squared. B is now negative 7 squared. And you divide all of this by 4a, which is 4 times negative 2, which is minus 8. So that gives you k. So now we can work it out and find out what is k. 4 times negative 2 times negative 6 minus negative 7 squared, and we divide that by minus 8. That's 1 over 8. So that is k, 1 over 8. Nice and easy, soft. So if this is k, then we can rewrite the function f of x in the correct form. So f of x is equal to a which is negative 2 in bracket x plus h, which is negative 2 in bracket x plus 7 over 2 square, plus k, which is plus 1 over 8. That's f of x. Nice and easy, soft. That's going to be f of x. It says now state the maximum value of f of x. So the maximum value of f of x is actually going to be equal to 1 over 8. That's the maximum value of f of x. All right, this is the maximum value of f of x. Then it says state the value of x for which a maximum occur. Now, state the value of x for which a maximum occur. The value of x, so the value of x is minus h, which in that case is going to be negative 7 over 2. That's the value of x for which the maximum occurs. Nice and easy, soft, no issues at all. All right, no issues at all. All right. Now the next part of the question is saying I just want to make sure there was no calculation error. I'm checking back now. Just checking it back to make sure there is no calculation error. So h is b, which is minus 7 over 2a. Okay, so we made an error because I was wondering why I didn't get back the maximum right here. There's a slight error made here. As we can see, minus b over 2a, it's 2 times minus 2, which should have been minus 4. So it should have been minus 4. And so this should have been 7 over 4. No issues to fix. All right, that's why it's always good to check over just to make sure you're right. So this should have been 7 over 4. 7 over 4. All right, make sure your calculations is correct. So let's check back this now to make sure all of this is indeed 1 over 8. It's always imperative for us to check our answers because as humans, we tend to make those simple mistakes sometimes. Don't beat yourself up for it. All right, so K is right as well. So the value of X is actually minus 7 over 8. So let's fix that. Minus 7 over 4. Now this says now, use your answer in the first part of the question to find all values of X for when f of X equals 0. So it wants us to use this solution and use this vertex form to solve for the roots. So if we're using this vertex form to solve for the roots, we're solving minus 2 times X plus 7 over 4 all square plus 1 over 8. So we're using this plus 1 over 8 and we're solving this equal to 0. This is a method that they want us to use. So if we're doing this, the first thing we can do is bring over the 1 over 8 and divide through by negative 2. Let's just do it in one step together due to shortage of space. So what I'm saying is we're bringing over the 1 over 8 first and then dividing by negative 2. So what we're going to get is that means X plus 7 over 4 square is going to be equal to X plus 7 over 4 square is equal to, we bring over 1 over 8 to get minus 1 over 8, but then minus 1 over 8 divided by 2 divided by negative 2 is 1 over 16. After you get this now, you need to square root both sides to get X plus 7 over 4. So square root in both sides, we're going to get X plus 7 over 4 is equal to the square root of 1 over 16, which is, when you square root 1 over 16, we're going to get 1 over 16 square rooted is 1 over 4. So we'll get X plus 7 over 4 equal 1 over 4. That's one possibility. Or you're getting that X plus 7 over 4 is equal to minus 1 over 4. This is another possibility. Minus a quarter. Now, all you need to do is transpose for X. Transposing for X, right here, we're going to get X equal a quarter minus 7 over 4. So a quarter minus 7 over 4, and that's minus 3 over 2. It's going to be minus 3 over 2. And then we can bring over the 7 over 4 over here to get minus a quarter minus 7 over 4. And we're getting minus 2. So X equal negative 3 over 2 or X equal negative 2. Those are the two answers. You can always check your answer in the original question as well. Put negative 2 in here. Minus 2 times negative 2 cube. Minus 7 times negative 2. Minus 6. You can check it and you should get it equal to 0. Yes, we got 0. So we're nice. So know that this is right. Now this part says state, sketch the function and show the solution, reach the solution to the set when f of x is less than 0. So it wants us to sketch this quadratic. Now to sketch this quadratic, so first and foremost, because a is negative, it's a frown graph. So the graph looks something like this, it frowns, all right? And it has a maximum point right here, all right? That's what we do know. And the maximum point occurs when x is negative 7 over 4. So this is the point, negative 7 over 4. Just put in the point, negative 7 over 4. And the y value is 1 over 8. That's the maximum point. And so now we can use this to draw the axes. So you want to draw your axes. I like to draw the shape of the graph first, and then I put on the axis. So if this is minus 7 over 4, then I know that this is, the x-axis is going to be somewhere to the right. And if this is 1 over 8, then x-axis 0, the y-axis will be somewhere here. And so the x and y-axis is something like this. So this is how the curve looks, something like this. All right, these are the roots. We can put on the roots. We have negative 2 and negative 3 over 2. So this one is negative 2, that root. And this root right here is negative 3 over 2. And they want the solution region when f of x is less than 0. The solution for when f of x is less than 0. So this is the line of f of x equals 0. The line, that's the x-axis. When f of x equals 0, this is the line. So when it is less than 0, this is the solution region that I'm shading below the x-axis. So x is either less than negative 2 or x is greater than or equal to negative 3 over 2. So that's the solution region. Nice and easy, soft. Now let's have a look at part B. Part B says a geometric series can be represented by y over x plus y squared over x cubed plus y cubed over x to the fifth. And it says show that the sum to infinity is xy times x squared minus y to the minus 1. So first and foremost, we need to find sum to infinity. Sum to infinity is equal to a over 1 minus r. All right, sum to infinity is a over 1 minus r. Now, a is the first term of the series. Now, the first term of the series, as you can see, is y over x. So sum to infinity is going to be y over x, and that is divided by 1 minus r. Now, r is the second term divided by the first term. So let's work out r right here. All right, let's work out r over here. It would be the second term of y squared over x cubed divided by y over x. Divided by y over the x is the same as multiplying by x over y. So this is just a rough working down of what is r. All right, and so r is going to work out to be y squared over y is y, and x over x. So this is working out to be y over x cubed is x squared. And so that will give us the sum to infinity. 1 minus y over x squared. That is sum to infinity. That is sum to infinity. Nice. That is sum to infinity. So this is how we find sum to infinity. And so since we have the sum to infinity, we're good now. We're Gucci and we're nice. Now that we're Gucci and we're nice, we can stay so now and simplify this, and it should be this. Okay, so let's simplify it. To simplify it, now, instead of writing 1 minus y over x squared, we can rewrite this as y over x, and it is being divided by, now instead of saying 1 minus y over x, it's divided by, this one can be written as x squared over x squared. So all of this can be written as x squared minus y over x squared. So if this is what we're dividing, Now we know how to do division from primary school. We were taught from grade 2 that once you're dividing, you flip it and change the sign to multiplication. So this becomes y over x, and y over x is now being multiplied by, we flip it and we get x squared over x squared minus y. And so after we flip it now, we get this. We're going to see that this x cancels out a x from here to leave back with x. And so what we end up getting is x times y times, so this works out now to be x times y. So it is x times y over x squared minus y. But see there, we're done. Over x squared minus y, you can go further to rewrite it now as xy times, now x squared minus y, we can rewrite that as x squared minus y to the minus 1. Nice and easy. Can we write it as x squared minus y to the minus 1? And that's it. And you're nice, soft, no issues at all. Nice.